So one way to work with that is to work with the rate of reinforcement. If the rate of reinforcement gets higher in more distracting settings, then you'll be able to keep his attention longer. That might be the time to pull out the better rewards as well.
See already.
Yeah.
This is what happens every time I
exercise to a lower distracting environment to start with, and change the food value of what we're doing. And everything, if you get 2, that's fabulous to get 2 repetitions from an 11-week-old puppy when we change something.
I've tried to get him to do down. I've read the descriptions of how to do it with a clicker.
Yeah.
Elvis, hey, Elvis. Well, I get him to sit.
Yep.
And he sits there, reliably, and then putting this and trying to drag him down with a treat, and then as soon as he got closer to at all going down to clicking.
Yep.
But he can get that part, but he'll raise his bottom up, lower his front down, and then I'm just reinforcing that inadvertently.
Right. And what's happening when you've got food in your hand, he's mostly thinking about how do I get that to consume it. He's not really paying attention to where his body is in the moment.
Yeah. And the other option, I'm trying to just capture it when he does it.
Yeah.
But it isn't often enough except in his bed.
Right. I would much rather have a down. Are you trying it? Good boy. Now, this is an easy thing for him to just step down to the next stair. And another option for a down is to be on a height. I often use a grooming table when I'm working with a Chihuahua or a Yorkie or something like that, that just spends...
He'll be more concerned about falling off, so he'll be trying to get down.
Exactly.
Got it, yeah.
Yeah, so you're looking for their nose to go lower than the plane of their body, and they will often lie down. You training it that way, you've got to then maneuver it to other locations and be able to put a cue with it. The cue that I end up using for a down is a hand gesture like this, which I can do and lower my hand, and I can have that picture for him in that environment. So grooming table, if it was this height, I'm going to be doing something like that. Yeah, so there's just tons of methods that the end result, I want to have a dog that I can put a gestural cue that allows me to be the human animal that I am and not touch the ground to get my dog to lie down. And that's what the tendency is. If you do the one where you're doing this, they're following your hand to the ground and doing it, but they need that prompt. Eventually, I want to be up here. It's hard on your back to have to bend over all the time.
All right, and how do we, how about give when he gets in his mouth? Is there any, other than the ritual we're doing with the toy and the release and the play, are there any other things we can do to get him to give up whatever he's holding in his mouth?
Yes. And the ways that I like training it are only a little challenging right now for him because he mouths your hands. And it's hard to wait it out for him to get the concept. The way we're going to do that, do you have a collar and leash? Okay. We're going to be busy with that. We need something sturdy enough to connect him to. In this way, he can't get to your hands to bite on them. Okay. So, good boy. So we're looking for a little self-control. Okay. The food is in there. Good boy. The tether is preventing him from getting to your hands and being able to bite on it.
Good. Otherwise, he would gnaw on your hand until he backed off, and then.
Yeah. Now, because his teeth are still so sharp, and he's really quite focused on that as his option behavior, then we don't want to do that because it's going to hurt. if I could stand it,
Okay.
I could do it and mark the fact that he moves off, but we're going to use the tether to prevent. So then we'll add toy. I can have the option for that. Good boy.
Okay.
So
yeah, okay.
I can set that up. My hands can be in a position that they're not going to get bit. And he can make the choice to let go of the thing, knowing that I've got a treat, and he can have the thing back. Good boy. So we're working a number of things at the same time. Is that this handshake, or holding this handshake, still doesn't mean you get it. Good man. So let's try that.
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry, I wasn't ready, Elvis. Here you go. Fly the toy. Okay, and now it's.
Excellent.
I think he has the game down. As
Yeah.
a game, though, but.
Yeah. So the toy can be there. Several things are happening all at once. Your presence and coming over to him. And you can just get his attention as you need
Okay.
to.
Okay.
Good boy.
Here you go. Elvis.
Good boy.
Okay, here you go.
You've got several things that are going to cue him in. Nice. So you can set him up where he's got his toy. You can take a few steps away, approach him, because this is the picture that's happening when he's got something.
Yeah.
He's got something, you approach him,